Uncle Joey, I do the intro. Shut your mouth,
Yeah, shut your whore mouth.
Hey, one time can I do it?
Well, go ahead, go.
Welcome, everybody. Saturday edition of America and Whiskey. We appreciate everybody who comes out and supports us and listens and gives us a little piece of your time and a little bit of your energy.
I'm Big Sturge.
I'm Justice League.
And I'm Uncle Joey over here trying to be somebody.
We could do a badass intro together, sir.
We probably could, man. We need to work on
it.
One.
Would turn a lot of people on, I believe.
Oh.
Welcome back to Off the Wall Studios. We are American Whiskey. Sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink. I know it's not late, but it's not too early. So let's get started here, folks.
Man, and we're watching one of the greatest things in America.
Baseball.
Cincinnati Reds baseball.
I don't know
Let's
about
go,
that.
baby.
Yeah, whatever.
Who are you a fan of, Joey?
Cubbies.
Oh, geez, let's get out.
Here we go. If you're with us right now, folks, we ask you to do one thing only. Uncle Joey, what would that be?
Share.
And share some more. Share
and sip on some good whiskey.
Share it with your grandma. Share it with your friends. Share it with your youth group. Share it with your church.
You don't even necessarily have to share it, but maybe tag a few of your friends that you know that enjoy bourbon, that you know enjoy whiskey, and you know
all right,
they
here
love
we
America.
go. Let's see how many people can tag a friend. We have to get to 20 people to share that and tag a friend on this right now, and you'll be entered into winning a free bottle of Buffalo Trace. That's a good deal. All you got to do is do what?
Tag and share. 20 of them.
Just tag a friend in the comments below. So, Uncle Joey, I feel like we just haven't been at this for a while, brother. Do you feel awkward?
You know what? Life happens, man. Things happen. Kids, life, jobs, sickness. Life. Yes. Sometimes, listen, American Whiskey's whole, we would love to lay out as many episodes as we can, but unfortunately we all have families. We all have responsibilities.
Dylan, he's a correctionals officer. He works the crazy
Dylan's a night
hours.
shifter, so we can only get Dylan on certain times. So,
and that's
but we're here today, baby.
That's what's funny about you bringing that up, because today happened because, Anthony, what was in my fucking tire today?
What was it? That's the question.
Uncle Joey.
We should have took a picture of that.
I had something. I have it in my car. I'll show you when we leave. It looked like an air nozzle.
Like somebody,
you ran over something. Yeah.
Dude, it was this big.
Yeah. So
in my tire. That's why I couldn't go to work.
Luckily tonight, he's with us in studio. We love it. Now, I'm just down with an episode at any point in time. Everybody knows that. I do have 4 kids, but my wife is an angel.
Whoa. I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
What is Farm to Bottle Festival?
I don't know. Why do you ask?
They're commenting on our stuff. Farm to Bottle Festival, if you don't mind, can you explain what this is? And if you're in, let's invite them.
All right. I mean...
do you want to...
Are you spam?
No.
I'm just kidding.
They tagged somebody. They did the rules.
Asian porn.
They tagged somebody, and they said, "What's up, guys?"
What's up,
hey,
man?
sorry.
All right, well, we're going to keep moving along. We're not going to, we're going to do this. Uncle Joey.
Yes.
One of my favorite things when I started podcasting was always going around the horn and saying, "What are you sipping on tonight?"
Man, right now I've got it doubled up. I've got some good old. Actually, I'm triple threat, and I got some good old fashioned spring water. But the most important thing I've got some 2 different batches of Larceny Barrel Proof. I don't have the batches right offhand, but I'm doing a little comparison of my own.
Okay.
And I'm sipping on these, and I like them both very much.
Farm to Festival, if you're still listening here, what are you sipping on tonight?
Yeah.
Dylan, what are you sipping?
I know your lovely wife poured us a
my cousin.
very, very, very generous pour. Enough for 3 of us, basically. Yes. But I believe...
she's a great woman.
I believe this is Woodford Rye.
I believe what she poured is Woodford Reserve Rye. Yes, is my opinion also.
Let me see what I think.
If you smell it, you're going to get a good rye.
Well, here and I'm thinking she did the lazy thing. It's just right there in front, and I smell a lot of
which
rye
I'm not
in
mad
that
about.
bottle. No.
I'm not mad about.
So listen,
that's absolutely a Woodford.
So listen, I was standing in Wineworks about a month or so ago, and sometimes I like to go in there and I have a mindset. I want to walk in and I want to spend $50. So that day I had on my mindset, I was going like, you know what, man, I want to find a bottle under $50 that I've never had before, and I really would like to try. So I stood there and I stood there and I stood there, and I turned over, and a good friend of mine, Brian Borden, was standing there. And I said, Brian, anything you recommend? He said, JK, that bottle right there, that Woodford Reserve Rye, he said, man, I could drink that whole bottle. He said, that is delicious. And I have never had it. All the Woodford that I have had of all their lineup, I've never had their rye. So I grabbed the bottle. I trusted my friend Brian because he's got a nice palate, I must say. And he was not wrong. That's a delicious bottle. And it was funny. I brought my bottle home and had it for a couple days. And then Anthony here sends a picture in our group text message that he was sipping on the same bottle. And I was like, damn, dude. I was like, what'd you think? And he also, it's so funny. When I first really started drinking bourbons, I was not a fan of rye. I must have bought a bottle of rye that was spicy, that was hot, that was really strong because it really shied my palate away.
Strong. I don't want to hear it.
But since then, dude, there's probably 5 bottles of rye I can say.
I just took a 130 to the face.
That wasn't rye, though. That was a Stag Junior.
I still feel it, though.
Yeah.
Like in my throat.
But I really like the ryes. I like the flavoring. The rye flavor, the rye spice gives a lot of the whiskey. So anyway, I'm drinking this Larceny, and we got a cup of rye over
Go ahead,
there.
Dylan.
So, Farm to Bottle Festival. You said it's an event in Wilmington, Ohio, with many of the moonshiners. Would you like to join us and talk about this event a little bit? Because we've never heard of it.
I tell you what, we have Austin's in Wilmington, and
right.
That's just down the road, man. It might be something we might need to attend, fellas.
Yeah. And that's where I'm getting at here. We would like to know more about this because he says he's sipping on a Rabbit Hole Derringer.
Nice.
Well, Dylan, you're a co-host, so you can send that over to him.
But if you would like to join, I can shoot you a message with the code and everything.
So tonight, I'm sipping. I want to get over to what I'm sipping on, Uncle Joe.
This afternoon, not tonight.
I can't help that. I'm also,
Yes.
3 sheets of the wind, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's okay on a Saturday.
Medicated.
Technically, a doctor said it was fine. So
technically.
Yeah, technically, the doctor said it was fine. I get night terrors. No, so I'm sipping on 2 things. So one thing that I learned this past week was the love that I have for a corn whiskey. I've decided.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
just now, we've all known
you like
love corn whiskey.
You said it the other day, so I decided I was like, I think I like good whiskey too. I do like good whiskey, but when it comes to like a $40 bill and under, I've always tended to go towards that corn, and it's interesting because I'm reading this book. Shout out to Mike Glassburn. Hopefully your team out there, his girls are out playing softball in a tournament.
Shout out Mike Glassburn.
So
that's your boss, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my boss, and we were friends way longer than he was ever my boss. And shout out to him and his team today. They're playing in Columbus for I think it's 12U.
Good luck, Mike and his team.
Shout out, girls.
Shout out.
He got me this book right here, and she was talking about palettes. There's an author in here. I'm reaching out to her that talked about different types of palettes, and one of those palettes that she was talking about was how a lot of people that are really into whiskey prefer a corn taste whiskey, which tends to be a cheaper bottle. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was interesting. I'm not the only person out there to like shitty whiskey.
Hey, you're not?
Uncle Joey.
Yeah, so you listen, Anthony. No. You are being hard on yourself. It's not shitty whiskey. You are a corn liquor preference kind of guy. You have 100% since I have been over here and gotten deeper into your like whiskey drinking, bourbon drinking. Like we are saying, we have shared a lot of juice together.
Yeah,
I don't like to call.
Amen.
I'm not a big fan. I don't like the term juice, but
I love that term.
I don't know what it hits
Sexy,
me weird, dude.
It's beautiful. It rolls off the tongue great.
Juice.
It's
not
juice.
Juice. No.
It is juice.
Anyway.
It is good juice.
It's great juice.
It hurts me. I'm getting.
No.
I feel some type of way. We just keep saying
Stop.
juice.
It's juice.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
We
Say
have
it again.
shared some really good beverages.
Juice.
Juice.
Say it. Juice. Thank you.
Anyway,
I'm just saying, every time I pay someone for whiskey, I send a juice box bottle.
Exactly.
But what I can say about you is 100%. I can say
I like juice.
You are a huge corn.
Yeah.
You like the more of the corn dominant liquors.
Yeah.
Whiskeys, bourbons, whatever.
I'm easy to please, baby. Like,
and then you say cheap, but that's not necessarily true because it's just a mash bill. You like the higher corn.
Like, here's a prime example. I love moonshine, but I've also had bad moonshine. So like, if
Ooh.
you don't want to come to me and be like, "Here, taste this moonshine. It's the best you've ever had." I'm like,
Right.
well, I actually have a palate for moonshine. You know, it's that corn. Man, I'm telling you, man. So I like that. So Uncle Joey, you tried some Larcenies tonight, and I know you've had that a bunch of different bottles of that. Correct? Have you tried a bunch of different ones?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear your take on a couple of those.
I'll be honest. Dylan's bottle is solid. Man.
It is good, isn't it?
It's got a really. It's an upfront palate hit. Mine's more in the back end. Mine is smooth.
It's still back there for me right now.
Mine is smooth. Yeah. No, that was Stag Junior.
Yeah. Wow.
130.5. But
Right
my
to
bottle
the-
of Larceny has more of a oak and barrel and leather and tobacco. Dylan's bottle is it's almost got a sweeter brown sugar molasses in the front end. They're both solid bottles, but I'll be honest, man, I really like Dylan's bottle. It's a good Larceny barrel proof, and they do a good job over there with that. They whatever process, whatever floor, whatever rick house, they do a good job with that.
So my dad commented. He said, "Have you guys ever watched Moonshiners?" Been all over that.
Yeah. So
Well, here's a funny story about Moonshiners. If you would listen to our podcast, we actually interviewed a guy that was a runner for Popcorn Sutton. And if you go back, that's probably been 20 episodes ago.
but that was one of my favorites.
Was it Bill from?
It was Bill from
Dayton Barrel.
Dayton Barrel Works.
Yeah, Dayton Barrel Works. Go back and listen to that episode.
Shout out to Bill.
Hey, Bill. I know he listened to this. He's always commenting. But moonshine. And when you talk about hot whiskey, here's an interesting thing too. A hot whiskey is going to differ between the types of whiskeys. So if you have a hot rye or a hot American whiskey, or you know what I'm saying, like those differ.
My daughter Lauren's uncle, my daughter Lauren's husband Mason, his uncle makes moonshine, and I tell you what, I got some peppermint moonshine in my freezer, bro. I'll have to. You know what? I keep forgetting about this. I'll bring that over sometime. And he's supposed to get me another one when he can get with this dude.
Yeah.
But West Virginia moonshine, bro. This stuff is good.
Yeah.
And our family, Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, if you're listening, man, I want to take a pull of that jar. That wasn't the time.
Well,
brother.
how
That
about my
wasn't the time.
father-in-law,
Yes.
Mick Sparrow? I mean,
Yeah.
when you talk about trying some down south moonshine, buddy, I've had a ton. Here's a question for the listeners tonight. What is the hottest whiskey you've had?
Proof wise, highest proof?
Yeah. So anybody listening and us tonight, what is your whiskey? Whiskey, not anything, but just whiskey, bourbon. What is Uncle Joe?
I would
Okay,
change that a
One
little
thi-
bit real quick. Not the hottest proof you've had, but the hottest tasting you think.
No, I want to know the highest.
I mean,
proof.
151 bourbon. We used to do
that's what-
shots of
that's
that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Then that's why I said that. That's
Wasn't
why I
that-
said
we
that.
used to listen. If anybody's out there,
Wasn't that a rum?
Yeah. I tell you what, you take peach schnapps and 151 bourbon. You do 1-to-1.
151's not bourbon. I think it's a rum.
I'm sorry, rum. Yeah, that's what I
151
said.
rum.
Yeah, rum.
So what's the hottest bourbon you've had?
Bourbon. Man, probably a Jack Daniel's
Single barrel
barrel proof.
Yep. 132 or 134.8, I think it was.
I think 133 something. Yeah, I think that may
they're
be
all
it.
right there.
Yeah. Probably the Jack Daniels. Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
absolutely. And I'm gonna try when I go to Jake's for Benjamin's birthday. Man, I'm gonna try like hell to get to Jack Daniels. Man, there's bottles that you can only get
We weren't
at Jack
invited.
Daniels.
I didn't know about it.
Well, it's okay.
I love you guys,
It's okay.
but I'm sad I didn't get
Nah,
invited.
it's all right.
Anthony,
Yeah.
you can come to my birthday party.
I know. I'm rolling up. I'm
Is
rolling
that-
in hot and heavy. Nah, I'm just kidding.
You know,
I'll invite you to mine. But whatever.
it's okay. It's okay.
It's not big.
I'll already be
It
here.
really is.
No. So I love to give Jake a hard time. You guys know that.
Absolutely.
So
Busy man, dude. I talked to him yesterday. He was going to try to join, and then we didn't end
hey,
up doing
you
it.
know what? That's Jake is an amazing guy. He's a business owner, and a successful business owner.
Phew, yeah.
So shout out to man.
Shout out to Kendall Outdoors,
his wife. I love
Athens,
you.
Alabama.
And
Valerie, we love
I'm
you.
Uncle Anthony. They said that the other day on the Zoom or whatever. They were like, Uncle Anthony. It melted my heart. I don't know if they know that, but it actually
Dude, they love you,
melted
man.
me.
It
melted me.
You and your family are a
I
huge
just
part
wanted
of
to
their
like
family.
record her saying like Uncle Anthony, I was just like, it brought tears. I've never been called an uncle, which is sad to say. I mean, I've got
But we've called him
siblings.
daddy before.
But we've called you daddy.
Yeah, I've got a sister with kids, and they've never been called me uncle, so whatever.
Anyway.
I'm sorry, trying to get real here.
No. This ain't. Listen,
so-
this ain't.
I mean, we're just
Hey,
bullshitting here tonight. We're just
Deep-
bullshitting.
All right, so are you
Deep
boys
thoughts.
ready? Are you ready for under 20 bottle?
Yeah.
Okay, Uncle
Yeah,
Joey,
yeah.
stand up. Go grab J.M. Daniels.
I was gonna say, you want me to take my shirt off?
We'll get there in a second. No.
Side nipples.
So if you're wanting to know why Uncle Joey's side nipples while he's grabbing this,
Damn, the Jane
I
Dan.
I saw like
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
it's not a normal. His nipples kind of go to the side. It's just not normal. My sons do the same, which is weird. But you guys are biological.
You all right over there? His shirt's up.
He's going side
The
and off.
shirt's up.
We just gained 50 new followers, bro. Oh, I love the guy. Pour that right there, bud. Pour that right there. We got. All right, hold on. Pour it right here.
Yep.
Let's do something different. We got to do something different here. This is a live episode, folks. It's fine.
Hey,
We're trying to prove something.
Farm to Bottle Festival. We would love to. What dates is this? He's getting fed some fucking whiskey. I love it.
No, it's water.
Oh, water?
Actually, he's being a good friend.
Bottle has a weird smell.
So Castle and Key, we're going to jump over to Castle and Key for a minute.
It wasn't that. That's not it. It was soap.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have an
So wait,
issue
is
going
it
right now.
better? Is it better?
Yes.
All right,
Oh.
so to our listeners right now, we did a Castle and Key tasting one night, and Uncle Joey swore up and down that there was something wrong with his glass.
And these guys made fun of me.
We did make fun of you. I still will.
Well,
make fun
I
of you.
agreed with him a little
What's
bit.
wrong? That's fine.
Hey, Farm to Bottle. Go ahead and save us a spot. We'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there. Absolutely, we'll make it work.
We'll come. We'll set up a podcast. We would like you to be the first one to come on with us.
Yeah, I'll bring over cameras and everything.
But can you save us a spot? We will be
So
there.
here we go. So here's what's funny right now. Uncle Joey, you had a glass of this one night at the studio here, and you didn't like it because it was a blind tasting. You said it smelled like dish soap. It's Uncle Joey. Don't worry about it, buddy. So we all gave him shit for it. Well, come to find out, my dishwasher was having some issues, and it was leaving film on some different loads than others. So I want to redo our taste and see if we all three get a different get to this. So Dylan, did you get it?
What is it?
No, just there's enough in that glass we can all sip.
Okay. So here we go.
Because it was a weird flavor.
Hey, Joey, real quick.
So right now I'm going to go ahead and rate this. This right here is like a 7 Castle and Key.
yeah, I'll use one of those.
I'll give it a quick taste. I just want to pass this around real fast and give a different review.
Okay.
Because I think the dishwasher, I think Uncle Joey was on to something that night.
I mean, like, I'm
Uncle
not.
Joey, here we go.
Yeah, I want to try this. I really
Sit down
do.
real fast. Sit down over there. Get on there. Taste-wise, I
Because
give that
it-
about 7.
It hit me as soon as I smelled it.
But you hated it. You said it's the worst whiskey I've ever had.
So,
Yes.
hey, real quick, Anthony.
Yeah.
August 25th,
We'll be there.
26th, and 27th.
We'll be there all 3 days.
Mark it down on the calendar. We are going to be in Wilmington, Ohio for this festival.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
sounds good.
Jason, you going?
We're coming.
Yep, we'll all be there. We'll,
All right,
we'll set
here
up
it
a
is.
booth. Uncle Joey, Castle and Key, good that 1 to 10 on smell.
Dude,
Give me a smell.
man, that is
1 to 10.
I'll give that a nice solid 6 on
Wow.
the smell. It does. I smell some nice rye.
Yeah.
But you only give it a 6. I feel like that's a strong rating for
No,
you.
it was yes.
Is that a strong 6?
Yeah, absolutely. I was
That's a good rating.
almost going to hit 7.
Okay.
I would go 7. I would go
All right.
7.
All right, so Uncle Joey, on the taste there.
Oh,
It's hot.
No.
No?
Now, it still has something at the end that I'm not a huge fan of.
Not rose petals. You said it smells
Yeah,
like roses.
Like roses.
You're like,
um,
you know what it smells like? It smells like dish soap.
It was a dish soapy.
I think you're right.
I'll give
We
that
had
a
an issue
5
with the
on the
dishwasher.
taste. It's not bad.
But shout out to the wife, dude. She washes every glass we
But
ever
listen,
sip out of.
And we love her for it.
Castle
We
and
love
Key.
her for it.
Uncle
Castle
Joey
and Key.
deeply apologizes because I thought your whiskey was absolutely
Here's what's
trash. I said it that night.
But here's what's really bad. I sent you guys the communication between us. I was communicating with them. When
Yeah.
we came out with that episode, I've never heard anything back from them. So hopefully, but you also have to be able to take criticism. I mean, you're not going to be the best on the block. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's not going to happen. But yeah, I've not heard anything from Castle and Key after we corresponded with each other. I don't know if it was because of your review.
Nah.
I remember thinking in my head, he's blowing it. He's blowing it.
No, and I
for
told
us.
him, I was like, I apologize. I personally don't care for your but
The juice ain't good.
Castle and Key.
But Anthony,
I retract my statement. Your juice is actually solid. That was a shitty washed glass.
But it's still
Had-
expensive.
had a
Anthony,
problem.
to add to that real quick,
Go ahead, buddy.
if you're a company and you have someone saying like, "Hey, we don't like this, blah blah blah," but we're trying to come there for an episode,
Yeah.
you should be jumping on top of that. I want to prove you wrong.
Before we hop off here, Dylan, we got some dates here. What are we doing? We're coming up.
Yeah, we're going mobile. We're going live.
Yeah, Dylan, where are we headed here in August?
While we were doing this podcast episode, Dylan's got us set up for a road trip.
Yeah.
So we're going to Wilmington, Ohio.
Okay.
We're going to go to Farm to Bottle Festival.
That's plenty of time to get that off. Yeah.
We can all easily do this. I'm sure Austin will be there. It's
Austin will be there.
probably
yeah.
5 minutes from his house.
We'll have some of our. I guarantee we have some of our listeners show up.
But we're going on the road, boys.
Yeah. So
it's nice going on the road. We've done plenty of episodes.
Farm to
on the
Bottle
road.
Festival has 649 followers.
hell yeah.
So absolutely, we would love to get involved with you guys.
We'll bring some of our
and-
followers. You bring some of your followers.
I guarantee that this will work for us. If
Oh,
we
yeah,
can get
yeah.
some of your people
This-
on board and give us some listens, man, it'd be great.
Yeah.
And if you want to advertisement, T-shirts, banners,
Yeah.
cards,
Yeah.
hey, put us out there, man. We'll gladly help you guys advertise.
Absolutely. So we got that coming up, guys. That just got done this episode, so that's fun.
That literally happened in the past 20 minutes.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
We've been to a few on the road trips, so we look forward to that, and hopefully some between there and now. So, Uncle Joe, I know you got some ribs in the oven, supposedly.
Yeah, man.
right?
And
So-
listen, I got very lucky. Uncle Joey likes to go to Kroger, and I like to do the bargain shopping. I'm a tight ass when it comes to meat.
he does have a tight ass.
No, dude, meat is expensive,
whatever.
man. The price of meat for if you're feeding,
Right.
it's gotten stupid. So I like to go personally myself and look for meat. And I got a ribeye at home, dude. It was a one time Kroger's price was $20 for this bone-in ribeye steak. I got it for $8.50.
Ooh.
I've got it dry aging in the refrigerator right now, seasoned up. And then I got a rack of ribs, man. Pork. Shout out to the pork prices, $12. I got a $12 rack of ribs at home in the oven right now. So steak and ribs for me and Mama tonight.
All right, guys, we appreciate you. This is not a normal episode.
Absolutely not.
We're absolutely just kicking it. We had nothing to really plan tonight. We just wanted to say, hey, what's up? Have a
What's
couple
up?
sips with you. We made some friends over at Farm to Bottle Festival. They shared our stuff, so shout out to those guys.
And I'm about to share your stuff, Farm
Yeah,
Bottle.
absolutely.
So
We got you.
I'm
We're
gonna.
definitely looking into this.
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll be back on maybe even later. I mean,
We're just shooting the shit, watching baseball.
Yes,
Yeah,
I could listen. I'll come back later, bro.
we might be on here in a little bit, guys. So
Let's do another episode.
we love you guys as
Very
always.
much.
I'm Big Sturch.
I'm Dylan.
And I am Uncle Joey.
Who are we?
We are.
American whiskey.
We appreciate every one of you very much.
Recording stopped.
I absolutely love that Uncle Joey always says